Al pie del Ávila majestuoso, a 920 metros sobre el nivel del mar, en un valle de verde geografía que se abre de este a oeste, surge Caracas, la capital de Venezuela.
And now, our feature presentation.
You are watching a master at work.
Go get some!
What's good, everybody? My name is Rafael Chacinas, known as El Capitán Rafucho, and welcome to a special episode of Straight Outta Nation. Because this podcast, it's all about Raiders, including rivals of NFL, college football, and soccer when it comes to summer season, off season of football before the preseason's coming up started. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. And right now we got a special episode talking about the night before NFL Draft 2025, which is going to be on Green Bay, Wisconsin on Thursday. And right now we got the pick six on the first round. So first and foremost, I just wanted to tell you, thank you guys for joining. And of course, thanks for all the love and respect, all the reception for both live streams on WrestleMania, the night 1 and night 2. I mean, I really appreciate that. So thank you very much. So right now, let's see for the comments right now. Salute to you, Alpha Cassie. Salute to you, Holly. Also, we got Dark. We got Sniff in the building. Salute to you. Is it Holly? As long as we had to discuss WrestleMania. Yeah, I guarantee about that. Because right now, the night 1 was very great. But the night 2 was like, yeah. Definitely. But right now, it is the perfect time to talk about a little bit of what the Raiders can draft at the pick number 6, because we're ahead of the clock. First round pick 6. And everybody knows that they're going to draft a quarterback, running back, or wide receiver. Because check this out, folks. Check this out, because I know there's a lot of content creators that don't want that smoke right now. But let's just see. Here is a look at the temple. If you believe that the pick 6 are the first round of the NFL draft, you could draft Ashton Jeanty, which is my choice from Boise State. Maybe Ashton Jeanty or Cam Scatterbo. But they won't need like another back at 7 after a long round, and they had to both build it. They have both arm pass, which is very important, block, catch very well, because I will definitely want Cam Scatterbo or like Ashton Jeanty. That will be like the two solid choices for the running back. But if we can do like a trade back, and he's a guy that definitely has to work on his cardio a little bit, but you wanted to keep pounding it just like Josh Jacobs, and especially Derrick Henry. You just wanted to keep it under the way. But we cannot afford to early picks for the Gibbs. And of course, because he reminds me like Bijan Robinson. I mean, he really bounces it off. Yep, bounces it off. And they could just get at the speed of someone doing so. But he's really amazing with the see how to decide. But that's one of those deepest running back drafts. And as much as I love the kid, I mean, it's not that real complete at all. I don't want to complement it perfectly. It's going to be looking really interesting, in my opinion. Holly Tanner to say that piece is better than oh my God, we don't want to discuss that. And Holly Tanner to say Jeanty is fire. I appreciate that. Also, I got Danny in the building and say, Dímelo, mi hermano. You say, I see you guys drafting running back Ashton Genty. Yep. I know, because for that moment, because this is going to be something really important to drafting a running back. Oh, talking to say, Shedeur Sanders or bust. Now, this case is very, very important because I know there is a lot of content creators that wanted to piss on them. You guys remember during the 2024 season of Las Vegas Raiders, because we have the longest running loses, along with Antonio Pierce as a head coach and Luke Getsy as a defense coordinator. And all those things didn't work very well. Those things that are again working very well. And when Shedeur Sanders was at the prime time with the Colorado team on the college football, everybody said that Shedeur Sanders could be like the biggest pick at it all. But I don't think it's going to be like the answer of our problems. Because right now we have a new quarterback, which is Geno Smith. Yeah, a trade for Geno Smith for the Seattle Seahawks. And then we got Aiden O'Connell. But my choice with Ashton Genty, that will be like paid like $30 million guarantee. That's more than the double that Derrick Henry signed with the Ravens. That's really insane. Because if you guys remind that Olusegun has signed for more money, because there was like a lot of running back in that draft. And some of them there, cowbell downhill, one cut runners like Chip Kelly's win, they're looking for. Also, there is a lot of free agency running back with a plenty of experience on the league. I mean, that means a lot. Because if you don't have like a elite offensive line, especially if your quarterback isn't elite, take Johnson and maybe draft a running back maybe in the second, third round. But they just wanted to need like a wide receiver. Yep. All the time they say, Boogie Lady picking his nose instead of playing great football. You're talking about, I know what you're thinking about it, Gardner Minshew, the boogeyman. Also, they're going to say, Holly wants to DC back. Oh, you mean Derek Carr? No, it's not going to be possible. No, because we don't want it to Derek Carr. No, absolutely not. Derek Carr, I mean, no. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But we have Buck Bowers as a tight end. And boy, this career just blew off it away with the highest level. Because remember when Kansas City lost Hill and everybody thought they were done? I mean, Kelce did just fine all by himself, along with Taylor Swift and everything. But between Brock Bowers, Myers, and Barnett, I don't think is going to priority over line. Linebacker, cornerback, in that order. I mean, if we can draft a running back, that's for sure. That's for sure. Because if we can draft a running back for sure, that'll be great. But I just wanted to protect the quarterback that someone can eventually take over for the players. Because we don't want it to lose at a step for right now. Because it's not going to be really possible to make that. I mean, what can I say about it? What can I say? But I'm all go out of crazy right now. But all those persons, they just wanted to hype up to Ashton Genty. Because look, all the mainstream media, social media, and of course, some of the content creators, they just wanted to trade up for Ashton Genty. Because I'm not going to be really mad at all. But if he's our answer to the running back, but it's going to be perennial playoff or a bust. Because those skilled guys, they're going to be much worried if Geno doesn't have the time to get into the ball. I'm not saying the Cup War where they have some good young little guys that we can sure they can use a lot of. Because at this point, they're throwing shit out there to slip it a chance. They could have saved for like the only one that decided to come in. But if we need to like trade it up or not trade it up, I mean, if we wanted to take it stopping, because why will a team with a lot of massive holes in secondary trade capital for a running back, where they include decidedly good ones at round number 3? That will say this because there is no shot that we can trade it for like a 6 or stack running back at this point, because whoever falls between Genty or Mason Graham, everybody just wanted to trade back. So that really happens at all. Yeah, Kelsey is focused on Swifty. Yep. Holly has sources. From who? Oh, man. Okay, so they're going to say, who are we drafting, Rafa? Well, that's a very good answer. Because right now, definitely we have a lot of positions to be filled up. Pause. Because right now, it is the perfect opportunity to search a running back. Because right now, we have Raheem Mostert. Also, we need like a high caliber wide receiver, defensive tackle, linebacker, cornerback, something to help with Max Crosby, because I don't think that Tyree Wilson could be the answer. Because does it remind to everything could happen at this time? Because I don't think that Tyree Wilson could have another season with Max Crosby. I don't know, because it's not gonna really happen. Not gonna really happen at all. At all for anything. They say Holly wants to trade back. It is a no, but also Holly tending to say no wide receiver at number 6. I mean, check this out right now, because I know there are some persons that are wanted to trade a wide receiver. But check this out. I mean, there's like a lot of wide receivers who make a great impact. For example, there is Territoria McMillian from Arizona State University. And he used those hands to release package to get off of the press coverage. He snaps his head around, separates restrained. Also, he can sink with the hips and plant the different directions as sharp breaking routes. I mean, he finds the windows and works back to the bends on the ball against some looks. I mean, he has the very big hands and a big frame. I mean, he makes up with the control at a minute, and he wins downfield, which is like 50% with strength and body control. Also, there is Emeka Bulka from Ohio State. Also, there's Trey Harris from Ole Miss. Also, there is Luther Burden III from Missouri. Now, he's very understanding after the catch. He's very instinctive open field with the foot speed to make it a multiple defensive miss. He really explodes and pulls it out of the way with the seam, which is very amazing. But he can secure the ball away. He framed comes down for the contest catches, changes speeds, had the potential to the ball for enter a complete run on there at the NFL level, but also he excels at attacking solo looks. Because listen, I know for the right receiver, we have Jacoby Myers. So that could be a lot of help. Because forget about the whole drama of Devontae Adams, and let's get a focus with the right receiver. If the Raiders don't select Ashton Jeanty as a running back, we can do look at a right receiver, because that's going to be a lot of option. Luther Burden III from Missouri, which is very, very. All the tenant that say, I thought they're sending the press that they just want a veteran right receiver, which is a lot of fact. Also, there's Matthew Golden from Texas Longhorns, Jenny Higgins from Iowa State. I mean, there is a lot of pressures coming up there. Salute to you, Chas Young. Salute to you. How's it going? Salute to you. But as a matter of fact, because the only thing that they really can hype up on that level, because if you guys remember, well, Travis Hunter from Colorado, he makes very explosive combination of foot, speed, frame, and of course production, along with Shedeur Sanders. And a lot of Raiders fans, they just wanted to need like an impressive running back with a quarterback. which is Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. They're going to say, Holly still idolized Bo Nitz, let it go. I mean, I remember the last time that I was getting bored with the draft. And everybody thought that JJ McCarthy, Bo Nitz, or probably Jaden Daniels were drafted for the Raiders. But guess what? They changed it off the plans because I don't want to see JJ McCarthy drafted to the Raiders. To be honest, right now, I don't want to see that. As a matter of fact, I mean, I don't want it to get involved. Did they say I can't stand Bo Nitz? Yeah, I understand about it. They say he's a simpleton. Yeah, we all know it's a simpleton right now, but it happened at this time. It happens all the time at this time. But what we can need, like at a draft, because there's like thousands opportunities to make it happen. I mean, look at it inside. I mean, when you're thinking about it, I mean, there is a sure thing because it's not about whatever the play was good, because there's a lot of great talent coming out there in different positions, wide receiver, running back. I mean, it doesn't matter that nobody they play for the teams that drafted. I mean, remember the New York Giants that just move on for a second and instantly replaced for the 1,000 yards in the purpose season for the 5th round draft picks? If you guys remember this one. But watching all those highlights and all the film study of college football, including the running backs and the wide receiver, I could tell that Ashton Jeanty is a different animal. That almost every other player in this draft leaps and bounds better than Hampton, but is from North Carolina. I'm not saying we can get very good starting caliber running back in the second. I'm just saying that guy will be twice as good as one. I'm all in. Because especially we're going to focus on the run game under Pete Carroll, which is very, very good. But let me tell you this one. I know exactly what Ashton Jeanty belongs to. They immediately gives like a fucking identity, something that we're missing for actual years. And I've been saying for a long time. I've been saying for a long time, short time, because our running back room, it became a disaster. Yeah, it became a disaster, ladies and gentlemen. It became a disaster because check this out. We got Sincere McCormick, trash. We got Amir Abdullah, mid. We got Alexander Madison, mid. And also we got Samir White, trash. There's 2 trash players and 2 mid players on the running back. What can we do about it? We can have a solution to the running back. Because if you had the opportunity to draft a franchise to find player at number 6, you're definitely not to put a lot to the trigger. Because I bet to surprise anyone that the Pigs can feel a drafted franchise to find player number 6. But trading back couldn't make less sense. Well, I don't know. Because I trust the front office to do the right thing. And I hope that Tom Brady and Mark Davis doesn't want it to screw it up. Nope. Doesn't want it to screw it up. How's it going, Joshi? Salute to you. Rafa, salute to you. Also, we got Apakasi Raiders. Salute to you. Salute to you again. Layton say, Hola, Capitan. Finally caught you alive. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But here's the thing. I think that trading back, it will be done. If we can get a top player, that will make sense to everything. But I really think it's going to be really good at all. But it's going to be like at a type of Jahmyr Gibbs, where he doesn't carry like at a 30 times in the game. 10 or 15 rushes for like 70, 100 yards. I mean, they don't want to get him. But it's going to be like at a flash or empty yards. Our meal is to win. Remember Darren McFadden? Now, if you want to sell tickets, you got to sure grab Astringenti for sure. Because if we need to build the team first, it's not like this roster is going to be one or two players away from playoffs or something. But it's like a flourish behind a good offensive line. It's still like a run for us. But we'll see about that year. I mean, they be learning to hoping on like something defensive tackle, Graham, Mimble, or Campbell, and hoping we have somewhere lying for many years to come. And they plug some skill positions draft after a draft if they leave in free agency. I mean, life is going to be easier to don't have to worry about the protection run blocking it up. I mean, the Niners have a solid round before Christian McCaffrey giving off for the Panthers. Running backs are only free with the solid up line. And Broccoli didn't get the Giants anywhere, but they went to the Eagles, and they're all landed. Look what they happened. Look what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Double Z on the say, what's up, bro? Awesome show as always. Thank you very much. Talking to say, but that star report is say we can run like 1,000 plus without JJ. That ain't age well. I mean, get a true run, a running back, a true one. Yep, a true one. And now I'm going to tell for this one because this one is going to be no filter at all. My true hope is to draft a running back. I mean, it doesn't matter who can run. It really matters the skills, the talent. I mean, it's going to be really good. It will be exciting watching. But drafting a running back is going to be conducting to the victory. They got to better off. They got to be really better off. Because if we wanted to spend like a lot of money, because the draft money, it will be really interesting. Star running backs are hitting free agency more often. The potential 2026 free agency is really insane. But this year, I just read the draft the running back, which is like he can have it on this world of one bag at his game over. That's all the truth of football, especially with the running backs. If the position is very deep, as they say, you don't need a generational talent on the least dozen position of the football. When Saquon worked out for Philly, how much was it on the field with the Giants? They could have justified the contract with him. They doesn't. They doesn't at all. Doesn't. But as a matter of fact, if we can do anything, something, always compete. Always compete for anything. Always. Always a lot this way. But are we gonna sure there's gonna be like a small screen? I don't know. Every mission is gonna be really impossible. And some of those guys that just wanted to draft Abdul Carter. But it will be trade off for like number 3 for Carter, or if the cost was 6, or just like everything. But at this point, I will much rather acquiring like an asset than one give it away. But I'm very curious how this is gonna really happen. At all. Because I know that some people that just wanted to draft Genty or not. But the smoke gonna get hot butt slap on the next day. There are some changes. Because if you wanted to draft a running back, that would be great. That would be great. Because we all thought he was going to be available, but the Warriors should. But there always is going to be at top of the list. So they just wanted to make it. And a lot of persons, they just say that, oh, we don't want to draft Ashton Genty because there was a 0 chance that I could have him. If they wanted to trade back, there was a small chance. But I think they still look at other positions, like cornerback, offensive line, defensive line. Many positions of knee-deep running back class and having short careers, there's no way. There's no way if we can take it. I mean, Ashton Jeanty, he has all that level, all that skills. I mean, they're getting a lot of hopes with that. I mean, I just wanted to tell, because if you wanted to say there's no chance at all, I mean, drafting a running back could be positive or could be negative. But this could have been made for any pick at all. I just wanted to draft it. I mean, everyone just buy the argument that should have been taken a high because of the value. Can you really push in at the argument with being wrong to the draft Jeanty or now feels it like it's the same with a top running back year in? Because proving immediately score in scoring, but also you can value for any other position in the argument to anything. And I'm just saying, bro. Hey, how's it going? The RCB Sports. Salute to you. Salute to you, to everybody. But, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of them getting hype to having Ashton Jeanty, which I totally get. That guy, it's just like a stud. And I do think they probably helped to win a couple more games than will without him. But you can make a position group that we don't really need to improve. I mean, we have a tight end, which is Brock Bowers, including Michael Mayer. Maybe defensive line, but linebacker, defensive back, running back, wide receiver, offensive line, even a long-term answer at the quarterback. I mean, Jeanty could be help with the Raiders, with a short term to 500 or possibly a playoff team if the cards all fall right. Because the bell cow running backs are average like 5-7 years. I mean, there are a lot of exceptions, but we can make like at least a tons of we peak running back for a couple of years and then faded. A stud offensive line and defensive line could be a difference maker for 10 years or more. If the smart move, if not the flashy one, they'll say, I won't be mad if we were to take it because I would love to see happening. That's what I'm all. Because sure, we can do like something to draft. But the really important it is, if we can draft a running back, there's no problem at all. So my choice is the draft, which is the first round, pick 6, Ashton Jeanty from Boise State. And if I don't, maybe we can draft Mason Graham from Michigan. I don't know, a quarterback, which is Will Johnson from Ohio State, or maybe, I don't want to say it like this one, maybe Luther Bowden III from Arizona. Because I would love to see that. But I know there are some persons that say, oh, it's all about smoke and speculation at this point. But I've been seeing the last few days about like Jacksonville taking it over. Because I couldn't see look at the scenario. Because what happened if Cleveland Browns could take Travis Hunter over Carter? I know the Carter injuries are very concerning because it's not going to be ready for week 1 potentially. Because I know that Abdul Carter, his injuries is very, very concerning. And to be honest right now, I don't think that Abdul Carter should be drafted for some team. Could be a really danger. Could be a risk. Because believe me or not, when it comes to the week number 1 of the NFL season, don't expect that we're going to put Carter as a rotational player to start in lineup. I don't want it to see that. I don't want it to see that. Because we're going to do like an excellent position to draft it all. Excellent to have it to try it enough. And I would love to. Because if we can draft like a quarterback, that seems like a lot of problem. Because the quarterback class of this year, it became like a lackluster and a lot of overhype for anything. Because I would love to see Shador Sanders to New York Giants. That's what I'm looking for. Because I know that some of the content creators, they they have a fascination because I know some of my friends, some of my brothers, and of course, content creators are New York Giant fans, and they want Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, or maybe Shador Sanders to be quarterback. I would love to see Shador Sanders for the New York Giants. Maybe it could be like a great reunion between Russell Wilson and Shador Sanders. Probably Deion Sanders could be like his mentor. But everything could have been buying something like straight over the head. I mean, it could be possibly good. It might only worth it. It may only have to be worth it. You know. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to tell you because I know this is a short stream, but I know in this draft, we're going to be really, really. So there is no obligation to everything. Because I just wanted to tell you before I shut this down. Assuming this new regime, we're directing the Raiders for years. And I'm trusting John Spitek to do the best thing for a team long term. If that means trading down to get more draft capital, I'm okay for that. I'm okay because we have a lot of holes currently paused, but that can really change the draft with a few more signings. Personally, if they want to see Mason Graham, Travis Hunter, or Ashton Jeanty, they will need another star to go with Christian Wilkins and Matt Crosby. Matt's going to be healthy this year. It'll be a monster. So if it can be a dominant line and maybe can pick up a good linebacker or cornerback, we can really control the defensive side of the game. Also, we have it on the backside of Crosby Prime, and we don't want it to waste it a few more years, just like a mid-tier defensive line, because that would be not going to change it all. Not going to change it all. Because I'll be okay. I'll be great to see Ashton Jeanty go to the Raiders uniform. I would love to see that. Because you can't go wrong for the kind of talent. In reality, the running back touches with the ball with the second most behind the quarterback, which is an important need. One-two punch with Bowers and Jeanty could be like a wonderful complement to Geno Smith. They could be good. That could be good because we've been reached so many times in the first round and we had a Padawan for the past decade. Remember, Colton Miller, during the time we had poor returns like Cliff Farrell, Jonathan Abraham, Alex Leatherwood. But I really hope that John Spitek gets good value. Telesco did that at the first and second round of a year ago. Knock it out of the park. Get really spot-sped value of the rings at the rounds 3 and 4. I don't expect that the Glazer was pretty started and therefore the pick. But I just wanted to tell you, it's going to be more expected, the unexpected. Because at this point this year, this draft, it has to be a lot better. Because we don't want to embarrass again. We don't. Because we are the Raider Nation. And before I shut this down right now, because I just wanted to make very clear a very point. There is a lot of official sources that really makes the highlights, the breaking news. Because only certified original, and of course, those sources, because I've been seeing a lot of the social media that say, oh, but I just heard about it with the source. But this case, no. Some sources are good. Some sources are really bad. But don't get fooled on those fake. Don't fall down on those fake idols. This is one of the things the best of the world. But those fake persons who just wanted to try to impersonate it, everything on social media, that's a crime. That's a crime for lots. And I just wanted to address about this one. Not many Raider content creators has been gone through the struggle all day. I mean, look at me. I've been struggling for a lot, providing all this content. And of course, I've been learning a lot of football. Some of those guys that just wanted to like going out for the smoke, going out for the drama, everything. I'm not one of those persons who believe in drama. I'm not. I'm not. And guess what? I'm still here providing something really great. And believe it or not, after the draft, there's going to be like a second season coming out there of Straight Outta Nation. Second season coming. And not only we can bring the best of the best of Raiders, but also we can bring the best of college football, NFL, and of course, when it comes to the off season, we can do like everything like soccer. I mean, because it's really important to see the culture carried upstairs. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here because right now I had to rest. Yep, I need to go to rest because I'm gonna get ready for the draft, the NFL draft. Because the NFL draft is gonna be tomorrow at 8 p.m. on ESPN and ABC. Is going to be live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So I just wanted to tell you, have a great night. Have a great NFL draft week. And of course, there was only one nation. Only one nation. And that's the motherfucking Raider Nation. So salute to y'all. And don't forget to subscribe to Capitán Rafucho on YouTube. And you can follow me on every social media. As known as Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. I'm on everywhere. Salute to you guys and have a good night.